Oh, there's a lot of Tehachapi old timers here. No offense, taking Joanne. Laura and Dorothy and Dell. It's my privilege to introduce Bob Burgeis, who's our guest for tonight, honored elder. Was there any electricity there? Was there electricity in your place out there?
Well, no, we got some in there. That Schaefer place where we first moved in with no electricity had this old lanterns, kerosene lanterns. So when I got this gun and took it to school, put it in the register store.
There's a little skunk scent, actually scent, not the skunk itself, yeah.
Anyway, when I got in trouble with those skunks, my mother just made her, she got all over my dad. You give her the damn ideas. She chewed it on. Then the skunks, one time my mother went out to the back porch to get some, had an old ice box them days, just get ice. And she went out to the skunk in the back porch, and she let out a big scream. My dad, he always had a 6-shooter handy up. He got the 6-shooter and ran out. What's the matter? What's the matter? There's a skunk there somewhere. And he was poking his head around. Boom, boom, and he's shooting the whole damn porch. So and sticked it up. Oh, she could have killed him again. Then one night, the girls had a little box of bulldogs, and they couldn't find it. My dad went out looking around, and he went in the garage in the dark. He reached down to get it, and it was a damn skunk.
Well, it was a little Boston Terrier, which tended to be black and white like a skunk, so he thought, sure, in the dim light, there's that dog.
He ran in and got the shotgun, and boom, he blew the hole through the back garage, killed the skunk, stuck the whole damn place out. We had lots of fun with skunks. This Fritz had a bunch of hogs he had to take care of, and there's a little prison down across from the loop down there, and he'd go down and get the garbage.
Was it a work camp, a prison work camp?
Yeah, a prison work camp. That was before the war, and then they stopped that kind of work. Prisoners working on it. So
they picked up the leftover, the scraps, the table scraps and garbage.
Yeah, he used to pick them all up, yeah. And the scraps would bring them up. That reminds me of a story though, George Martini, he had a bunch of hogs, and he had the Golden Crust Bakery in Bakersfield, and he'd bring up all the bread and stuff, and the flour, and the pig would get in there and breathe that flour and got pneumonia, some of them. So one day he says, "Hey, get rid of them hogs, you can take them down to Union Cemetery," and had an old Dodge truck, racks on it. I'd try to load them damn hogs in there, get one in and out, they coming in and out. Man, I was ready to kill them all, about 12 of them. I looked overhead and they had lights up there. So I could turn on just for night work. I went up and tied some wire to them, hot wires, put the switches on, and made me some prongs or some baling wire to handle it, get around. And I got after them hogs. I hit them hogs in the butt and boom, row! And one started to come on and hit them in the nose, boom! About 20 minutes I had them hogs loaded up. There was only one dead when I got down to LA.
And then where Bob and his wife Betty live now, it's the busiest intersection in Tehachapi. It's at the corner of Tucker Road, Tehachapi Boulevard, and Red Apple Lane. Up on that corner, there's a farmhouse up on the hill, and that's where the Burgeises live.
Yeah.
And there used to be a dairy there behind you. Tell us a little bit about that dairy.
Yeah, okay. Back away, that was Bob Nelson. Had a dairy there, and he had 2 boys, Stuart Bob. They had to milk them cows morning and night. He just had a mixed herd of cows. And that used to be all meadow in there.
If you go to the Tehachapi Creek Bridge, if you're getting on the freeway, if you look down to your left, you can still see some concrete there. That's part of it. And that area Bob's referring to is all meadowy in there.
Yeah, it come clear up to where we live, meadow. And then the old well used to overflow.
Are you turning into an artesian well sometimes in the year?
Yeah. And the water was all real meadowy. Then the railroad put the spring boxes down through there and drained that water to King for the steam valleys and dried his meadow up. He couldn't fight the railroad, so he sold out to them.
Yeah, they essentially took his water and dried up his land, so it wasn't viable as a dairy anymore.
Good land, but good job.
But it was the West family, Charlie West. What did you do at the West Ranch?
Well, I did quite a bit of dozer work. Oh, and I went up, it was clear on field up there. Stumps, oak stumps. I went up to quarry and asked them about a little dynamite. Hell, man, hell, you can have half a case there.
That's a quarry of monolith.
Fuses and everything. I never had a dynamite, but I figured it out.
Dynamite for the asking.
So go around and poke a hole in them stumps and load it up. And the boss, he had a damn little beagle hound that loved to hunt. Boy, he'd get the
Big beagle dog, huh?
get the rifle, he was ready to go. Started shooting them stumps. He's always with me. Man, he'd take off, he'd start shooting something. Yeah.
Working together, and they, that was a crew Dick worked on paving Banducci Road for the first time. Because Banducci Road is one of the oldest roads in the Tehachapi area. It was originally just a trail, and then it was a cart. They bring sheep up that way from Stallion Springs, and it was an unpaved road. You remember it as an unpaved road?
Sheep trail, yeah.
Yeah. The sheep were coming up out of Cummings Valley, through Bright Valley, and up to Pole Line, is what we used to call it, Pole Line, High Line Road. But it was a, what summer would that have been, Dick?
I'm sorry?
What summer would that have been when you guys were paving Banducci?
43.
In 43.
43, yeah.
And Dick said your dad taught him what he did know about operating, about driving a dozer.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to keep Bob out too late. Is there any questions, Dell?
Yeah, you mentioned about Old Town Road being the first road, so it went from, like it does.
You come up, from down below, Old Town, and wound around and picked up Banducci and went in.
Banducci and went that way.
So it tied in on the north end. It tied into
Yeah.
Bena Road or Woodford Tehachapi Road, coming from Keene, tied into that. Huh?
Then they put that one new one to the prison that used to go down through the valley. The old Dick Bright place there.
Mm-hmm.
Just little experiences.
I know Bob's barbecuing skills are legendary. How'd you get involved in doing barbecue stuff? I've seen your trailer that you pull behind your truck with the barbecue on it.
Yeah, how did that happen? Because Bob was always getting tapped to barbecue. We had him at a big party at the ranch, and we got him to cook tri-tips there. But any kind of Knights of Columbus activities or anything in town always had Bob Burgeis cooking the tri-tip and stuff. How'd that come about?
Well, Tony Anthony in the fire department and the Knights of Columbus, and they talked about barbecue, and I just went and started building. I just like to build, so I get it in my head, a picture of it, and I just go for it. I built two of these Knights, got them, and supposed to be the fire part two, and then I built that last big one. Oh, Betty said, you ain't building no more damn barbecue. You come home and work, you work on them, and weekend, I don't see you. So we got all done with them. The boys said, we need a big barbecue. They talked to the mother. And they each give me $100 and I paid the rest. I built that big one. And I built a smaller one she didn't know. I just had to keep busy in my shop.
Yeah, Bob does done beautiful wood turning, made furniture, and welding, a variety of stuff. Tell us about what happened when you first completed that house, about that fire.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty new. They had a fault, I got a faulty place in the corner, and they had a faulty deal in there in the fire. There was 8 inches of snow in the house, and I was working up at the quarry, and then it started a fire. And when Freeman come up there, he brought
Bob Freeman.
He says, your house is on fire. Oh, hell. He was always teasing me anyway. Oh, hell, they ain't got. And went home, damn, seeing fire. Betty was working at school, and she ran home, opened the door.
She worked in the cafeteria.
The cafeteria, and she sat down smoking. She grabbed her little lamb. She had a lamb in a box, and a little dog or something else, and she took him and went back to work.
She went back to work. At school, they said, Betty, what are you doing home? She goes, well, I got the dog and the lamb out of there. She goes, there's nothing I can do.
So I got home, and I told him, go tell my wife to get her butt down here.
Okay, well, we told Betty we wouldn't keep him out too long, so there'll be another continuation of my story on Bob Burgeis in next week's paper, so keep an eye out for that. All right, thanks, Bob.
Okay.